Hi, so today I'm going to be telling two stories from my family history story performance. The first one is about my great-grandma. My great-grandma is the type of person you could drink tea with, have a biscuit, a muffin, you know, the old lady type of thing. And she is deaf in both ears, so when you talk to her you have to scream, well not really scream, but talk really loudly and really slow so she can understand you. And then she answers you back really loudly because she can't hear herself. But my great-grandma used to live in India, and her father, my great-great-grandfather, drove trains. She would beg her grandfather to ride the trains with him, but he'd always say no, it's not a place for a little girl. And finally he let her ride the train with her, and she's told the story many times. But they were on the train and she was being a very good girl, just sitting still, looking out the windows, you know, doing what little girls do, just sitting quietly, when, being in India, they came up on a sleeping lion on the tracks. Now, you don't mess with a sleeping lion. So, my great-great-grandpa honked the horn, tried to do everything, and this lion just would not move. So they sat there forever waiting for this lion to wake up from his nap. And kept honking the horn and doing everything he could trying to get this lion to move, and he would not move. So they just sat there and sat there and sat there, and finally the lion moved and they got along the way. And my grandmother, or my great-grandma, has passed this story down, and my aunt has written a story about it. I don't have it with me, but my aunt wrote a story about it, so it's something that's been in our family for a while. And I love my great-grandma, so I decided to share that with you guys. My other story is about our family reunions on my dad's side. My dad's side has a family reunion every year. When I was little, we used to go to them all the time. Now that I'm older, I don't go to them as much. And they were in 3 places that I remember. One of them I can't remember where it was, but the other 2 I can remember very fondly, because one was my grandma's house, and she hated having family reunions at her house because people would bring their trailers and ruin her yard. And her yard was her like prized possession. If you could see my grandma's yard right now, you would understand why she did not like it. So family reunions there only lasted a couple of years. The other place was in Yakima or Wenatchee. I'm not quite sure. I can't remember. But it was on an orchard, and it was near a river, and we would just spend time, since it was always really warm when we went, we'd usually just sleep out underneath the stars near the train tracks and listen to the trains go by. And my favorite part was eating, most of all, but whitewater rafting. We get to go whitewater rafting every year when we went up there. It was only there every like 3 years. We get to go whitewater rafting. And the first year I got to go, I was so excited. Like, I almost peed my pants. I was so excited to go whitewater rafting. This is like what I looked forward to all year. So they take a group of people up, because we have a big family, groups of people up at a time. And so it was me and my dad's girlfriend at the time, my aunt and uncle, and some of my cousins and my other uncle. We each all piled in this raft, and we went whitewater rafting. It was the funnest thing in the world, and I looked forward to it every single time I went to that place for my family reunion. It was so much fun. We'd get back and I just want to go again and again and again. And they'd take a picture at the very end, and my face would always be like, or, you know, something crazy, because I'm going down a river who knows how many miles an hour. But so those are the 2 family stories I want to share with you. And the other one that I'd like to add in is my many trips to Thailand that I've gone on. It's a newer family history that I have, but it's something that's really affected me. And I've gone to Thailand 3 times, and it was really fun. Going to a different culture is one of the craziest but exciting, nerve-wracking, everything experience just crammed into one body at one point in time. I had never been away from my family, so it was kind of crazy going like halfway around the world without my mom or dad next to myself. And so when the first time I went there, I got so homesick and I had to like sleep in the room, and this was only like 4 years ago, guys. I had to sleep in the room with another woman that had gone on the trip with me. It was kind of embarrassing, but it was the only way I could sleep. But being in Thailand, you just get this whole different culture. And the story I want to tell you guys is about the time I went riding on elephants in Thailand. We got to go and like meet the elephant we were going to ride. So I like walked up to this ginormous animal who was just staring me in the eyeballs, and I fed him grass like nonchalantly, like I do this every day, but I don't. They were kind of scary. And then we climbed up this tower and got on the elephant. It was 2 adults and one of the girls we were working with, and we got to ride him. And the rider, or the leader, or whatever you want to call him, had a huge machete knife just hanging off of his side like it's an everyday thing. And I was just hoping he wouldn't chop my leg off as we were riding along in the bushes, but it was kind of scary. So we were just riding along with elephants like we do this every day, and there was a point where we walked in the water, and there my friend looked ahead, and one of the elephants was doing his business, and it was just rolling in the water. She goes, "Look, it's a tumble turd!" And me and my friend started laughing hysterically, and the little girl didn't know because she didn't speak English what we were talking about. But those are the stories I want to share with you from my family history. I hope you guys enjoyed them. Thanks. Bye.